Hey guys, this is GameZone. Welcome to my channel. So the patch are here for Diablo Immortal, and my account also got banned recently, as you know. So I won't be able to actually try out everything by myself, but still I wanted to give out my input that how I see the new patch. So yeah, I will be looking into that as well. But before that, I actually want to give the update on my account, which is, let me just quickly show you. I actually got this email early in the morning. I'm hiding my email here, that's it, nothing else. Recent activity on this account has shown various action deemed inappropriate for Diablo Immortal. These actions violate our code of conduct and create an unacceptable derangement to our players. Due to this violation, which they are not telling me, we have permanently closed your Diablo Immortal account. Blizzard will not transfer or compensate any purchase or in-game value lost as a result of this closure. As the account holder, you are the responsible for all activity on this account. We issue suspension. I did not see any suspension before or any morning, and a closure to protect our players and our service to the accordance with the Blizzard EULA. So they did both things all together for me. I did not get any warning or any. I did not get hit by any suspension altogether. So when I went inside the code of conduct, where is it? All right, this is the code of conduct. If I show it to you guys, this is where it leads me. Communication violation, which I know I have not done. Naming, I never have any issue with me being game zone. Cheating behavior. In cheating, it says you are responsible for how you and your account are represented in the game world. Cheating in any fashion will result in immediate action using third-party program to automate any phase of the game, exploiting bugs or engaging in any activity that grant an unfair advantage is considered cheating. Exploiting other player is an equally serious offense. Scamming, account sharing, win trading, and anything else that may degrade the gaming experience for other player will receive harsh penalties. So I actually shared a method of how you can actually boost your platinum by using alt, and DM actually did the same thing, but there was a difference here. DM actually showed that you can create 5 characters in the same account. I did not show that. I actually showed the time efficient method, which was party up with your uh, alt account, so you can save time and still get the gems. That was the difference between me and DM method. But what I understand is that maybe I got hit by this because it says recent activity. I did not know that it was something that I am doing wrong because I have seen everyone doing it. But if as long as you are doing with the else in your main account, then maybe that is okay. But I do not understand that. So Blizzard have to maybe uh, tell what's actually wrong with it, because right now my alt accounts are still standing. If I was cheating in any other way, like exploiting, automating, anything, they should have get banned as well. They should have get the same treatment, but they did not get that. They are still working. They are still kicking my alts. I have 2 alts, and I have no issue with them. So this is something else, and it's a recent activity that they have taken action on, and it's the video I can say, which I put down already. But anyways, then further when I checked that there are many uh, ways of explaining cheat, which they actually does not explain in the game, and they can make many meaning for this, and we would not know if we are cheating. But to me, I was actually playing with my alt account. I was putting my time and effort into that character as well, so I actually consider I did not consider myself cheating there, because it was it because I had to consume my time and energy into that as well. So I did not consider that as cheating. And I used my trading as I see fit. And I should have been allowed to do that. Yes, I did not had my alt on my main account. I made him separately to use a smart tactic to save myself time. But anyways, we'll see what happens there. But I'm pretty sure this is why I got hit. But anyways, let's get into the passion out. But before that, I actually want to thank out everyone who came out for me. DM did a comment on my video, and he really didn't had to do this, but he came out for me, and he asked me for information to give the server name, my gamer tag, and UID so that he can look into it and maybe he could bring back my account. And he also raised some question that maybe if I was doing something else besides this, which I'm pretty sure I was not doing it, because if I was, all of my accounts should have been banned then altogether if they detected that sort of anomaly in their system. But it was handpicked by them recently by watching my activity. That much I can tell. So thank you, DM, for coming out and helping me with this. I hope it gets sorted out. And everyone else who actually commented, Apollyon did as well a video on it. DM did a video on that as well, and I see many people are raising their voice. Even in my clan, I'm getting support. Seriously, this method need to be verified if it's legit or not, because getting banned like this really hurts. We need to know that if it's okay to do this, because we are still spending our time into other character and using this trade system to boost ourselves as free to play. And recently, what I think is that my content was really focused on people on not spending or just spend a little, and how we can still spend the game as a free to play. That is what my focus was recently a lot, and I was trying to give out ways to enjoy the game without thinking of spending. And that could be also the reason that why I was in the red flag there, maybe waiting for me to slip in some way and ban me for that reason. But but these are all speculation. I'm not going to accuse anyone on that until I see what was the reason. But anyways, let's get into the uh patch as well. So this was DM making a video on raising the ban issue as well. He was updating you guys as always with the update, keeping you posted with everything. Apollyon did a video as well, and shout out to him as well. Thank you. I was real I mean, I really appreciate everyone for coming out for me and support me. That actually means a lot. So yeah, let's get into the patch now. And also, I apologize. I'm going to make a timestamp here if you guys want to skip the first part and just want to get into the patch notes. So I'm going to make a chapter there as well, so you guys don't get bored due to my whining. Anyways, crash into the Hell's Minion in Terror Tide. I'm going to completely skip that because it's just a basic thing that they always say. So, feature update, Newzone and Questline Storm Point, which they already told about in the question and answer section. Newzone, okay. Brumal Teen limited time. Okay, holiday event, maybe for the Christmas, I guess. The Void Wound Heliquary. I told you there will be a new Heliquary coming out once we get all the 5 bosses. I told you guys. So here it is. The Void Wound Heliquary. So is this coming out? 5 new legendary gems. Well, I cannot get excited for that anymore. Westmarch Barber, recruit a friend. This is actually, Blizzard should not do this recruit a friend thing, because if you are doing that, people would actually make alt account and they will do the trading thing. So it's just a excuse for them to invite a friend, and if you are making else for that for the rewards and trying to trade at the same time, you could actually get banned for that as well. Anyways, this is not actually a good thing. Season 8 Battle Pass, Hungry Moon, Battle for Second. Alright. Sacred Wilds Phantom Market. What's this? Bug fixes. Alright, we will check into bug fixes as well. Introducing hell difficulties. 8. Yeah. You guys will be seeing me if I don't get my account back, then I don't know what I have to do. I don't really have the energy in me to start from the zero. But anyways, new hell difficulties are coming out to 8 players in raising their Paragon level to newer before achieve highs in hell difficulties. When you will see that hell difficulties 8 are now option if battling the stronger nightmare. To walk through the Hell's Gate seems intimidating. Don't worry, our new server Paragon level experience and loot bonus will evaluate you to level 6 promptly. Okay. For more information on our daily activities, Bounty's chest now has a higher chance to drop legendary items. Alright, that's good. Completing bestiary quest will now guarantee a legendary item upon the first turn in each day. That is actually good, but this is not a really big thing. But for the casual player who actually just comes in Diablo, does his 8 bounties, and in between he gets his one bestiary done, for that person this is actually a really good thing, and it is time efficient. So yeah, this is actually a good thing. Completing 3 dungeons will now reward a guaranteed set item once per day. The set item will be rewarded via the codex. All right, if it's via the codex, then that would mean you will have the option to select maybe that what item from that dungeon you actually want to select. That is what my understanding there is. Otherwise, they would just actually drop, maybe, or I'm not sure. Or maybe these 3 actually gives you the option to select, and the normal will still drop in the dungeons. This is just to, I mean, separate them both. So that's actually good thing for casual as well, so they don't have to spend all day long trying to get these set items. They can just get their 3 dungeons and they be on their way and enjoy the game in this sort of pattern. For them this is actually really good, and this might bring casual players back into the fold with the hardcore. So this is actually a good thing for casual and the newcomers. Below server Paragon system to help prepare all adventurers for the dangers awaiting them in the new Storm Point zone. We have made some adjustment to the experience of catching up in server Paragon. Well, I'm 378 Paragon on my health. I don't think I will be catching up anything. The maximum experience rewards for being below server Paragon level has been increased from 400 to 800. Alright, good for casual. 250% for player far below the server Paragon level. As the player gets closer to server Paragon level, their increased drop rate will decrease. So yeah, even if I start playing on my alt now, it won't be useful to me. So I hope I get my account back. New Paragon trees. Okay, we are getting 3 Paragon trees. Massacre, Brawler, and Duelist. I won't be going to talk on this because talking about on this without testing is just speculation and wasting time, and it is only going to prolong the video duration, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm just going to skip that, and when the time comes, I will test it by myself and let you know what it feels like in the real time. All right. So cooldown has been increased from 120 to 210 seconds for cheat death in Gladiator. All right, that is actually good. So we will be able to kill players much easier now. It is overall good. Monk skills. I do not know anything about monk skills, so I'm not going to talk about the set items. As a review of our current set, we determined the Virtus Urge 4-piece set bonus provided double the attack speed compared to what its in-game description stated. We have fixed that this set so it now provides the intended 30% attack speed. Since this particular set was overperforming by significant amount, we wanted to create more partially between it and our set. Really? I never felt like that when I tested that with the Shalba's 25% attack speed and Vitus. It to me it always felt the same. Maybe 5% difference was just there. But we'll see. Win lock perfection, 2-piece bonus gain, 1000 win when in combat, increase your movement speed by 15%, 1000 win deactivate for 2 seconds if you take damage. Still is a bad set. It's a imbued 2-piece bonus each time you defeat an enemy, gain 30% increased movement speed. That is good for farming. Feasting Baron Pack 4-piece bonus increased damage done from all source by 20% to enemy suffering under loss in control. This is good for Monk, maybe. I'm not sure. So I won't be giving any thoughts on that. Hero Journey is resetting. So yeah, Shadow War players that become the immortal players that become the immortal in Shadow War will now experience a new stamina mechanism. Whenever they move throughout, they're talking about the statue, that big dude, the immortal guy, where all the shadows are like fighting against him, and he's jumping from one place to another, just running around, kiting. They are talking about them. Uh, So it's the leader of the Shadow Clan, the Immortal. Whenever they move throughout the battlefield, the stamina bar will begin to drain. When the stamina bar is fully depleted, the Immortal will incur a movement speed penalty. The stamina bar will begin to recharge only when the Immortal stand completely still. This is really bad. They already slowed down the movement speed of a Immortal. This is only going to benefit now the whales. The leadership that is actually a whale, he's going to be far stronger than the normal leader who is going to be being immortal. And now since they are taking away more mobility and putting this stamina system, this is actually going to be a lot easy to catch up to the immortal and deal more damage. And it looks good, but this is going to be really bad. And any leader who is actually real is going to have a really easy time now, trying to defend while his team take down the other party leader, the immortal. So this is actually bad in my opinion. Dungeons. There is now a blacksmith located at the end of all dungeons. Wow, they took it. That took them 7 months to do that, but yeah, nice one. Ancient elites can now randomly appear in dungeons. Remember, your first ancient elite kill of the day guarantee a legendary item will drop. So they should make that like 100% spawn for the first dungeon, so that casual can also get 3 set items per day, also one legendary from this Asian elite, and they don't have to play more just so they can make him spawn. So this should be 100%. Later on, they can make a chance system if he spawn or not. But yeah, this is actually good. Increase the chance to roll plus 10% modifier while imbuing charms. So we will be seeing more players with the 10% immune now, but the system is really costly in my opinion, so still it won't be really popular in players, I'm sure. New zone and questline. Only a player has reached Hell 3 difficulty has completed the Star Signs quest and is at level 60. They may travel to Storm Point, Diablo Immortal first post launch zone, battered by rainfall and caked in mist. The island has long been used as a clandestine. Alright, this is just a detail. The zone contains main story questline, 20 new monsters straight out the hell depth, new bosses and mini bosses, and a horde of crabs. Alright. For a taste of nightmares, the world stone has conjured on Storm Point Island. Watch our developer updates on the Terror Dice. So there's a video on that as well, which I'll check out later on. So we will be seeing another world stone. Alright, Brumal Time limited time holiday event with the moon as they witness the townfolk of Westmarch shuttered their business early. Alright, Gallantly Store. Alright. This is a long story here. So this event is coming out on December 14. Limited time event. Each day player can complete up to 3 daily tasks in exchange for snow justice reward and progress towards grander rewards. Each weekend player can log in to receive celebratory Brumaltine gifts. Player can also participate in the Brumaltine tradition or trading greeting cards with friends. Visit the Brumaltine in-game menu for more detail. And maybe there might be a cosmetic tied to it, just like the Halloween. So there is actually going to be a cosmetic there as well. Then the Void Wound Heliquary. What's this all about? Long ago, witches of the Shave. Alright. Heliquary race may now be soloed across all difficulties. Alright, I can't do that anymore because I don't have a character. Otherwise, I'm sure I was able to. I was 7,600 combat rating. The difficulty of each Heliquary boss will significantly increase with each Hell difficulty. To triumph over evil, we recommend recruiting allies to your cause. To unlock new Hell difficulties in Diablo Immortal, you must defeat corresponding Heliquary bosses. I have not done that with my uh, Alticon, so I don't think I will be able to show this sort of content if I don't get back my account. Player may now party up across hell difficulties. 1-4 dungeons difficulty will scale to each party member respective hell difficulty as well any experience gain and loot. So now if that would mean is if I use my health on lower health difficulties and ask a friend who is on higher difficulty, he could actually help me and still he will be considered as if he's playing on hell 5 or 6 and me on being on lower hell difficulties, and this way I will still be able to farm myself and rise up with the character, I guess, or the new players can actually do that as well. So again, that is a good thing. Then they should remove that indication that says hell 4, hell 5, or later on hell 6, 7 dungeon search party. It should be just like in the party finder that a player is doing the Tomb of Fire, and you can actually join that, and then that's it. Don't promote the hell difficulties there anymore. Demonic remains have also been reworked in the following ways. Demonic remains will now drop after each Heliquary boss is slain. We will only wow, I'm only like level 7 or 8 on Heliquary with my alt character. So I was almost hitting the cap level 35 with my main. Anyways, they are changing some stuff here. The trophies tab of Heliquary menu now contain various slots for you to assign demonic remains to each. Demonic remains provide various bonus to challenge rifts. When placed in a slot previously, you could only have one active demonic bonus. Now you may have up to 5. So they are expanding the Heliquary with the new Heliquary system, which is good. I was actually reaching that point long time ago, and now it is finally happening. I was like saying that the new Heliquary chest will be coming out with some more buffs and stuff, and this is something similar. Here's how to unlock Heliquary difficulties. We have to play them on each difficulty, each raid boss as well. So I have to defeat Hell 5 boss on Hell 5. The Hellish Quint of Teller has now a Magnin servers. Meet you the alright, this is too long. I don't have the energy to read all this, but this is all regarding the alone with the party unlock Hell 5. Yeah, this is all for the Heliquary, and I will be showing it to you inside the game instead of talking. So yeah, I'm going to skip that. 5 new legendary gems. So that is interesting here. Legendary gems are an integral part of character. Yeah. Heartstone, that's the first one. 1-star gem. The duration of your absorb shield are increased by 36%. Then they also reduce the duration of loss of control effects by 24% while active. Now, before you jump to the conclusion that this is actually a great gem for PvP, no, it will nerf down to 66%, leaving you with only 6% effect. So no, this is not actually a really good gem. If you would think that if a monk could put this stun on you and you can just get out by it really quick, no, that's a 6%. Pretty much insignificant in my opinion. So this is not actually a really good gem in my opinion. And for the PvP, PvE, you don't really need that. I mean, the duration of your absorb shield are increased by the. Why do you need a shield? You need more damage in PvE. And argue that I get that for the PvE, that PvE is actually really easy. Why do you need more damage for it? Then I raised the counter argument that if 95% of the content is easy, then why do you need to spend money? There's no point spending money for the 5% of the content inside Diablo Immortal, which is just PvP. And I will be sharing a secret to get to the Legendary League free to play without putting any effort, even if you lose your matches. I will be sharing that as well to you guys how to do that later on. But yeah, I will keep you guys posted and you will be getting the same rewards just as the whale who is going to get on the league, Legend League, which is 90 reforged stone, and that's it. So I will be sharing that as well, doing it the smart way without putting so much effort. So I will be doing that as well later on. So yeah, let's get to the second gem, which is this 2-star Cull Sling. 2-star gem. You have a 15% chance when attacked to release a burst of light that blinds all nearby enemies, reducing their vision and causing total loss of control for 4 seconds. Cannot occur more often than once every 20 seconds. Now again, if you jump this to a conclusion that it is awesome, this requires rank 10 upgrade, which is not easy for 2-star gem, and also it is going to nerf down to 66% in PvP. So blinding is actually not good For PvP, it will only give you 1 second window to blind an enemy, a player in PvP. So this is actually again a really not that great gem. This is actually a gimmick, and you don't really need that for PvE, in my opinion. That is just not the way to go. Maybe I'm not wrong, but when I read and when I imagine that in this scenario, I can tell that this is actually not a really good gem. This is just a gimmick, in my opinion. The only thing you will be getting out from it is going to be the resonance, and you can do that by using other gems as well. So, again, that is just my opinion. Voluntary shard, 2-star gem. When you defeat an enemy, you trigger a volatile explosion dealing 90% base damage plus 365 to all nearby uh, enemies while granting your 8% increased damage for 2 seconds. This is actually a buff gem, which means Vito's Urge is going to work with this, and it can extend its duration to 3 seconds. Cannot occur more often than every 6 seconds. This is interesting in my opinion, but this is actually going to nerf down to the ground. Instead of 90, you will get 60% base damage buff, and instead of 365, it is just going to be 125 for you in PvP on rank 10. So again, it has a chance when you defeat an enemy. It says when you defeat an, it's just a copy of Drenchen, a 5-star gem. Meaning, if you're doing this in PvP, you would realize that when you have a Drenchen, legendary gem on you, mostly you will be the killing everything around you, and rarely Drenchen haunting will be dropping on the dead enemies. For me, at least, it was the thing, and therefore I actually swapped Drench and Haunting. So I am seeing the same pattern here. If it triggers on defeating an enemy, it's useless, completely useless piece of crap in PvP, and it is going to be, it is not going to give you any value on PvE as well, because you need sustainable damage output or something that is actually consistently helping you. This doesn't help you. You have to defeat enemies first, then wait 6 seconds and hope that it trigger on the right enemy. And against the boss, it will not work. So I'm sorry, but I do not see any value in this gem either. All three, in my opinion, are just gimmick. It was looking good, but as soon as I read that when you defeat enemies, top concentrated will 5-star gem. Alright, using a dash skill calls a guardian angel to your aid, unleashing a blast of holy light. So what's the radius? In your direction, dealing 135% base damage. That is on rank 10. 135% in on rank 10, and only a 3% of the players are going to get that. And also it is going to nerf down to the ground with only 35 or 37 plus, I think 40, maybe 40 something percent left on the PvP ground. 572 all in the past. When the guardian angel returned to high heavens, it bless you, increasing your damage and movement speed by 16%, which is going to be how much? 4% in battleground if you have this on rank 10 for 2 seconds. Vito's buff actually works with that as well, so that makes 3 seconds, but in PvP it is going to be 1 second because of the 66% nerf again. So using dash, it means you can use this on command. That is actually good, but the amount of buff that is actually going to give you is not really great, because 135% is something you will be getting on rank 10. And if we assume that On rank 5, this is going to be 75% maybe. 100, 75 is 140. So that should be around 70% buff on rank 5 that you will be getting with the dash. And that 70% is going to hit down a lot in the PvP ground as well. So tricky one, but consistent damage multiplier is still better. Hellfire Fragment 5-star gem using a skill conjures 3 hellfire blazing around you to seek out enemies within 6 yard. So you need to be close. So I guess this is good for barbarian or close range class. Exploding on them, dealing 108%. Again, this is on rank 10. Base damage plus 510 to all nearby enemies. Enemies struck by multiple hellfire blaze take 50% additional damage from subsequent hits. Cannot occur more often than once every 20 seconds. So imagine in the PvP that it is going to nerf down to how much? Let me just quickly do the calculation here on the 108 divided into 3. Yeah, 36%. That is what you will get on rank. 36% damage that you will be doing on rank 10 on this gem. And if it's on rank 5, this is going to be 16 or maybe less. So for the barbarian who is going like all berserk, for him that is actually really good. So he will be going in, activating the skill berserker rage. So with this is going to activate for him as well, because it's a skill and he can get close and start ramping players. So JT is all business. This gem might be for you. So you can go in rage, do extra damage, and if it hit twice, then that is going to be a 50% more damage. For PvP with more upgrades, this gem is actually really good. But when it's come down to PvE, you won't really need that. Or you would really like it to hope that it actually hits the target that you actually want, not just random. But overall, this is actually a good gem out of the 5. This is the only good I can see that this gem is. But anyways, the video is getting longer. Westmarch Barber, it doesn't say that we can change our class gender from male to female. So we'll see if we can only customize our face. And now we have another preset, a 4th face, as where uh, Yera is the guy from whom we can actually do the character customization. Again, don't do this, Blizzard. Don't recruit a friend thing. This is only bring out more people that are actually going to do uh, trading system. Alright, I'm going to leave that to this. Season 8 Battle Pass. Alright, not going to read that, but it actually looks good. Hungry Moon and Secret Wilds Phantom Market. Phantom Market, Diablo Immortal version of the Lucky Draw. Alright, Lucky Draw. If you guys have played Call of Duty Mobile, this is just going to be the same thing for that, which means this is going to have some sort of effects as well, or not. I'm not sure. And for every single class, you will be able to get this. And they say this is the cross character thing. And if you participate in one draw, the next one is going to be more expensive than the one that you unlocked previously. And in Call of Duty Mobile, it cost around $300, maybe less, to unlock all these. So I can see the same thing happening here. I can justify Call of Duty that they are doing this fairly, because Call of Duty Mobile is all cosmetic. There is no element of pay to win in Call of Duty Mobile. Is all skill based. There are just cosmetic that they are selling like this with the draw system. And in Diablo Immortal, they have legendary gems, pay to win system, and on top of that, now they are bringing this participation, I mean, the draw system, which is going to increase their revenue, I guess. So, having both things at the same time is not a really good thing, in my opinion. Or if it came inside the game and if it's cheap, then it's good. But if it's something like Call of Duty Mobile, then it's just too greedy, in my opinion. And it looks good, really good. It has some really good detail. So there are the chances that the item that you will getting. So the cosmetic, the one in the middle, going to have the smallest chance. The Sacred Wild cosmetic only have 1.14% chance, meaning that you have to get all of them. So you have to pay if you want to unlock all of them, and we are not sure if we can get the duplicate as well. So yeah, bug fixes. So bug fixes. Fix an issue player to bypass walls using certain skills. All right, that was the thing. I'm not sure. Cycle of Strife fix an issue that prevented adventurer clans from converting to shadow clans. Alright. Server merge fix an issue that caused Immortal to become adventurer after server merge. Impacted player. Alright, there's nothing really going on there. And that pretty much sums up everything. Heliquary is a good thing that is coming out for players. Also, new zones for farming. What else? Gems, they are gimmicks. There's only one good gem I can see for barbarian for thing. Westmarch Barber is a good thing. Void Heliquary, yeah. Brumaltan limited event, just like the Halloween event, it's a good thing. Storm Point Newzone, yeah, good thing. New Paragon system, yeah, that's a good one as well. But not sure how they are going to be. But anyways, I'm going to sum up the video and I will keep you guys posted with my uh with the account and everything else and how I am going to go from this point forward. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys. See ya.